Good morning, Turbos. This is Steve Turbo, and I'm coming back to you guys this morning, the morning following Capcom Cup, because I wanted to talk about a lot of things in regards to the future of Street Fighter V and how bright it is now looking. I think it's safe to say that all of us over the past few years have had a very hot and cold relationship with Street Fighter V, myself included. You know, I love Street Fighter. It is one of my lifelong games. It's just a game that is so closely attached to my life that I didn't want to believe that, you know, this game would flop or fail or what have you. So when the announcement of Arcade Edition was made, I was kind of like renewed with hope. You know, I was hoping that things would get better, features would get added, the combat would be more fun, characters that people have been waiting for would be added. Like, there was a lot of like anticipation for what Arcade Edition would bring. Now, of course, we had gotten the leaks like back in July or August that kind of detailed what we could expect, but it was nice to finally see those all kind of come to life. Last night after Capcom Cup, which was amazing, congrats to Mina RD. He stunned me with his birdie play. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations, sir. You slayed Tokido. That is no small task. You know, that's a task that very few have been able to accomplish. So, congrats to you, sir, and well deserved. And I can't wait to see that Capcom Cup birdie skin. But in regards to Street Fighter, and in regards to the future of the game, I think that it's very bright. I think that the addition of a lot of fan-favorite characters is definitely going to renew interest in the game. I think the promise of a very huge, robust arcade mode is absolutely going to give those players that had been really wanting it, we'll say that because I gotta be honest, a lot of people, like, I get why arcade mode is pivotal to a fighting game, of course, but that's a topic for another day. But regardless, I think it's great that they're making arcade mode so robust, so, like, impactful, so historical. I think that it's great that it's going to be kind of latching to the original games, you know, the Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 1, Alpha, and the Third Strike series. I think it's great that they are going to go ahead and give players, like, not just a arcade ladder, but several, and they all pertain to the history of Street Fighter. That is really, really great, and it gives people who really only want to play the game as a single-player game something to really sink their teeth into, and I think that's just fantastic. I think that's just the best possible thing. Now, on to the character selections. Now, it's no secret that people have been not so pleased with Season 2 of Street Fighter V. I think that it wasn't so much that the new characters weren't good, it was more so it was bad timing. The game was already off to a wobbly start, and even though Season 1 did give people a lot of the characters they had been asking, a la Alex, Urien, Guile, Balrog, the only returning character they had gotten was Akuma, when fans were clamoring for Sakura, Sagat, Blanca, Honda. You know, I personally don't care for Blanca or Honda, like, as characters in the game. I mean, I like their nostalgic reasons, but that's, again, another point for another day. So, for Season 2 to be prominently featuring mostly new characters, that really immediately left a huge sour taste in everyone's mouth. I think that that wasn't the best move. I think that they could have definitely gone about that in a different way. I certainly think that it could have been better. I certainly think that they could have done more. I think that if you had replaced everything they are giving with Arcade Edition in Season 2, I think that the game wouldn't have taken the dip in interest that it did, because the topic of, is it too little, too late? Now, it's certainly not a matter of too little. There's definitely a lot that's coming in Arcade Edition, but is it too late? I think Capcom Cup proved that the interest in the game is still very much alive, and with Mina RD winning Capcom Cup with Birdie, a character that at best was mid-tier, and besting a man like Tokido, whom is regarded as a god, that is a big deal. Like, that is a very, very big deal. And I think it speaks highly of all the untapped tech that is in this game, because so many people dismiss Street Fighter V as just plain, boring, predictable. And when you have a character like Birdie coming in and winning Capcom Cup with pros not having an answer to him, it does say a lot. Like, it does say an awful lot about the potential of this game. And I think that people are going to be finding that even more in Arcade Edition with the new V triggers that they're adding, and rumor has it they'll be getting new V skills, new ultra combos, like a second ultra combo. That would be very interesting to see. I would love to see everybody get a second choice for an ultra combo, because I do think there are some characters whose ultra combos just leave a lot to be desired, and especially that with V skills as well. But I will say, in regards to the Season 3 characters, getting back on that topic, I mean, it is very good to see the likes of Sagat back, Sakura back. I mean, I'm indifferent about Blanca. I understand why he's back. Cody is a longtime favorite of mine. I love Cody. I played him a lot in Street Fighter 4. He was easily one of my favorite characters next to Evil Ryu to play. And I absolutely am thrilled to see him back and with a new look. Same with Sakura and same with Sagat. I think it's great that they've got new looks about them. I love the redesign. It shows that time has finally touched these characters, and we get to kind of see a little more about what they've been doing with their life. In regards to their appearances, with Sakura, with Sagat, with Cody, and Blanca, it looks like Sakura has just grown up. She's gotten a job. It looks like it could be a telemarketer or an airline stewardess or something of that effect. Sagat looks like he's kind of taken on a monk role. Cody, a lot of people have been kind of talking about Cody and his look, because he went from jailhouse to penthouse. But I think that could be summed up to Cody is most likely going to be the new mayor of Metro City. Now, granted, you have to remember that he had a very close relationship with Haggar, and I'm sure Haggar played an instrumental role in getting him out of jail. So some people are claiming that he could be the new mayor of Metro City, and other people are claiming that he could have ties to like a mafia, like maybe the Mad Gear gang had fallen and a new syndicate had taken up, and Cody just kind of succumbed to his life as a criminal, and that's where he is now. In regards to the new characters, Falk and G, Falk obviously has ties to Ed. Chances are she's from the same experimental batch of children that Ed came from, and that's pretty straightforward. She was in his story mode, if I recall, and it was just a matter of time before she had gotten into the game. But she looks great. She looks fine. I don't have any real particular problems with her. I think that it's better than a Bison doll, in my opinion. It's definitely better than a Bison doll, I will say, and I just think that it should be cool. It should be fine. I mean, the game can always use more female characters. I kind of wish they'd picked someone else other than another blonde girl, but what can you do? As far as G goes, now G is very interesting, because G takes on kind of like an Uncle Sam, like Abraham Lincoln type of look. Some people say that he could be inspired by like perhaps like a JoJo character. I wouldn't say like the president from like Steel Ball Run, but maybe. But people think that, myself personally anyway, I think that he has a tie to Q, or he is Q or something, because GQ, get it? Haha. Maybe I'm the only one that made that association, perhaps. But something tells me that Q, or G has something to do with Q. G has something to do with Q, and perhaps their fighting styles are going to be similar, if not the same, because they are the same. So we'll see. It's fun to develop theories. Overall, I think that what they've done with Street Fighter V is looking promising. The 60 frames per second 4K trailer that they showed, I believe it was 4K, looked absolutely stunning, and that was the way that you got people on board with your new expansion pass. Showing everybody what they're getting all at once was a great way to sell this season pass. and just sell Arcade Edition to perhaps those who were sketchy about picking up Street Fighter V, or were just kind of like, I don't know, or maybe people who had sold the game and want to buy it back. You know, there's a lot of potential reasons on why people gave up, but now there's very many good reasons to come back. But it's going to be fun to see, and yeah, I'm going to make it my own personal commitment. I know I say this all the time, but I'm going to be trying to do as many videos as I can. It's just a matter of getting good and producing content that I feel great about putting up here on the channel. But you can bet I'm going to be playing some Cody. Love my boy Cody. Guys, I want to thank you all for listening to my little ramblings here today. It's been a pleasure, and I love being back. I figured I would make 2 videos before I go making that statement, but there's a lot of fighting game news to report, and the next year is going to be huge for fighting games. It goes without saying. 2017 was already huge, and 2018 is going to be even bigger. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to have tons of stuff coming our way. In January alone, we have AE and we have Dragon Ball FighterZ, so please make sure you stay tuned to the channel. I will be coming back with thoughts, analysis, and all this and that in between. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you think of Arcade Edition and Season 3. Are you going to be coming back to the game? Are you going to be reinvesting in it? Are you going to try and get good? Are you going to try and go to Capcom Cup and do some crazy bullshit there? Let me know in the comment section below. What are you happy about? What are you mad about? And what are you just indifferent about? Thank you all for listening. I still don't have a webcam. And we'll see you next time. Thank you all. And make sure you subscribe. Have a good day, guys.